Hello everyone! In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Adobe Illustrator to make underwater rock formations that look similar to this. Let's get started. First, go to File, Open, and this time, instead of creating a new document, we are going to open an old one. Choose whichever water background you'd like to use and open it for this project. I chose my underwater with light rays. Over in the Layers panel, make sure that you name each one of your layers by double-clicking on it and then writing the title that you would like. We were going to have lots and lots of layers, so it's important that you keep them organized this way. The other thing that I'm going to do is go ahead and lock all of them so I don't accidentally move them. Now I'm going to draw some rock formations using the pen tool. I'd like to see my canvas a little more clearly, so I'm going to use Control key and minus a couple of times, and I'm just going to start clicking and clicking to draw some rough rock formations on here. I want some shelves so that I can put some seaweed and sea creatures on, make it look interesting. And I'll have it kind of taper off here on the edge and maybe kind of taper off toward the outside edge too. And I do need my beginning point and my end point to touch. All right, the next thing that I'm going to do is roughen this. So go to Effect, Distort and Transform, and choose Roughen. For the roughen options, choose Smooth. And I'm going to guess maybe 1 for the size and 2 for the detail, and let's see how that looks. And you can click preview on and off to see the changes, and I think that looks pretty good, so I'm going to go ahead and keep that and click OK. Now if you need to, you can grab the white arrow, which is the direct selection tool, and you can grab any of these square points here, and you can move them around until you like the way it looks. So go ahead and modify your shape until you are happy with it. Now I'm going to add some color. So Window and Swatches. And for now I'm going to use this medium blue color here. I'm going to push X on the keyboard to bring the stroke forward and set it to none, and then X to bring the fill back. I also like to use Window Color Guide. There we go. And you can also click here where it says color, and you can change the color this way too. So lots and lots of different ways to change the color. You choose what color you want. It does not have to be blue. It could be brown or gray or purple, green, whatever color you think looks good. Another thing that you can do once you've made a custom color is click it and drag it over here to the swatches, and that way you can use it over and over again. Now I'm going to switch over to this rock formation where I have already finished creating the formations on both sides. There's 2 in the front, and then there's 2 that are further away in the background that are smaller and darker. And the next thing that I'm going to do is add some really cool texture to these. So to get the textures, I'm going to go to Google Classroom right here and choose this grunge textures under the underwater animation section, and click to open that folder, and you can see the textures that I have gathered for you. If you can't see the thumbnails, click this option right here and they should show up. Go ahead and choose whichever ones you want. I'm going to try this one right here, texture number 4, and I will download, and I will send that to my downloads folder by clicking on downloads right here and click save. And I'm also going to get this texture right here, number 5. So click the 3 dots in the corner, click download, and make sure that you send it to the downloads folder and click save. Now back to Illustrator. I'm going to go ahead and name these two. So this I'm going to call front R for right. I will call this one front L for left. This will be back L. And this will be back R. Okay, I'm going to turn off the eyeball for the cliffs that I'm not going to work with right now. And I'm going to click inside this little dot right here to make sure both of these are selected. I'm holding down Shift on the keyboard. Now I'm going to make a copy of both of these by holding the layers, dragging it down to this plus button, and letting go. And now you can see that I have copies of those layers. I'm going to again turn off the eyeballs, and I'm going to work with this one right here on the left side. So I'm going to scoot my canvas over. So what I'm going to be working on. So let me go ahead and open my texture. So File, Open. I'll go to my Downloads folder, and I'll choose this one, Texture 4, and click Open. And Control A on the keyboard to select all. Then go back to your file and Control V to paste. Now I want to make sure that my texture is the same size as my rock formation. So I can see it's a little bit too small. I'm going to go ahead and get the selection tool, grab this corner and stretch it out until it covers the object. And then I'm going to move it to the side temporarily. All right. With the selection tool, click on the rock formation, and we're going to need the transparency panel from under Window, and it's alphabetical. There's transparency. So I'm going to click this button here called Make Mask, and my rock formation temporarily disappears, but that's okay. Go ahead and click the texture, Control C to copy. Click on the rock formation again. Select this black box and then Control V, and that pastes the texture inside. Now you can't click and drag and move this texture around until you like the texture that's showing. Now you can see that my layers have disappeared over here on the side. So what you need to do is just click on this little thumbnail right here, and that will bring your layers back. Now I am going to turn on the eyeball for this copy that I made, and my texture will temporarily disappear. So what I need to do now is select this and change the color of it. So let me get my color guide and start clicking on some of these textures, or these colors, I mean, until I find one that I like. I think I'm going to go ahead and go with that one. So use the same process to add texture to all 4 rock formations that are in your project, and eventually your finished project will look something like this. That's it for this video, everyone. Have fun!